Yeah. Astrogation was doing very well with his zoo last time. So yeah, not surprised he set out with this first. Um, it's a deck that can like pull out a win against everything. Like even against freeze mage, it's not like super terrible.
No, if you can pick up the lower tap really fast, you can definitely win against freeze. And we see Dethelor with two secrets, the Pilot Shredder and the Tyrion, not cards you really would like to see in the starting hand. So he
No,
changed all
so
four of them.
he has a mysterious challenger in hand though, quite a big deal. But you need some early game versus Sue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Challenger is not the card to keep against Zoo. Against all other classes, you really want to keep it, of course, but Zoo is so fast that you don't have time to wait till turn 6, so you need the early game like the mini bots, the Haunted Creepers, or the Master of Battle. And we see Astrogation with the double Peddler and the Im Gang Balls, so he doesn't have a turn 1 play here.
Yeah, he also decided to mulligan away the knife juggler because he probably wants to play just start peddler on turn 2.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because you know the Paladin normally plays the shielded minibot on turn 2,
Yeah,
so if you play the Knife Juggler into that,
yeah, you're
uh,
just suiciding your knife juggler. It's like goodbye.
yeah, exactly. And he has the Im Gang Balls. I think Im Gang Balls is one of the strongest cards against Paladin because they spam a lot of small minions in the early game, the 1-1s and stuff, and Im Gang Balls can easily trade in that and get a 1-1 out of it, and that can trade with the new 1-1s the Paladin is spawning. Okay, and we
Just
see.
gonna let chat know that there's a delay on stream. So there's a 15-minute delay, so to prevent any sniping.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
well, these players probably won't snipe though, but it's just to be sure. And 15-minute delay is pretty good when you're both playing slower decks like Freeze Mage versus Reno Lock or something. So.
And we see Dethelor already roping in the first turn. Really curious why he's doing that. He's thinking about playing the competitive spirit here. Okay, so he played that. It will probably turn out in a 1-1. Or if he plays the creeper.
I think he'll probably play the creeper and then just be like a 2-3. It's still okay. Like it's not the best you could to get, but like
No, exactly. Yeah, and maybe he's hoping that that Astrogation is killing his haunted creeper the next turn, so he gets two 2/2s. But he
quite
picks up the mini
interesting.
boat.
Quite interesting here. Like Astrogation went for the Soulfire instead of the Mortal Coil. So yeah, maybe like what do you think about that? Is that the way to go, S2? Like try to
Yeah, I think you do. I think you want to pick as much burst as possible out of your Dark Battler. So even when the Paladin has a big board, you can just burst him down. Because normally they're on a pretty low HP after turn 6, because your early game is way faster than the Paladins. So if the Paladin takes board control with Dr. Boom and Challenger, you want to have as much burst as possible to kill him in one turn after the Challenger turn.
okay. Well, like Dethelor is a pretty good hand, like coin challenger into challenger, so
Yeah,
not bad,
exactly.
not bad at all. But like here I think you don't want to throw away the coin because you have like challenger into challenger, so you probably just play like noble sack, shield and minibot.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely don't want to coin out something here, and especially not the Ultimon, because it doesn't do anything. It just buffs the Haunted Creeper with one attack. So I think you go for the shielded minibot here and play the Noble Sack and kill off the Dark Battler. And the turn after that, you can
Yeah, you could just
kill the
like
Imp Gang Boss, because the Imp Gang Boss will run into the Noble Sack. It will be
yeah,
a 2/2, and then you can Ultimon the Haunted Creeper and kill off
yeah,
the
give some extra value to the creeper.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
And then
pretty.
the Astrogation only has 1/1 left. So we will see what he will do here. He picked up the
So you
Argent
don't,
Squire.
yeah, you don't want to trade into any minions here. So you're probably going to face because you're scared of Avenge. Like if Avenge comes down, you don't want to give him a redemption either. So yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And he
good
goes for
read
the
by Astrogation here.
yeah, and he had the second Imp Gang Boss, and that's really annoying for Dethelor. There's no way he can deal with both Imp Gang Bosses.
Yeah.
He had the hand to kill one, but he can't deal with two. And next turn the Astrogation has the Defender of Argus.
Oh, he also has the low tap, which prevents Detler from playing the coin.
Exactly, I can do that. He can play the low tap, and yeah, he can't coin out the challenger. That's really awkward
Yeah,
for Dethelor.
yeah. Then it's like he's really screwed. Then. But
Yeah, especially because Dethelor has nothing else left in his hand for the turn 5. if he plays Uldamon this turn.
Yeah. He also picked up another Revenge, which makes like the Mysterious Challenger or the second Mysterious Challenger like way worse because Noble Sack and Revenge has already been played.
Yeah, exactly. Probably the second Mysterious Challenger won't pick up any secrets out of the deck because he plays only one competitive, one Repentance, and one Redemption, and he already played one Revenge and Noble Sack. So the first Challenger will get all the secrets out of his deck, and the second one will get none. So it's just a 6/6 for 6 mana. And there we go for the lower tap. And we see the Leroy Jenkins pick up by Astrogation.
Yeah, he's running Leroy, so it makes sense for him to pick the Soulfire. He's also running the Sea Giants, so yeah.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good matchup, I think, for him versus Paolo.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Leroy Zeus in the prelims, right, in America, in the NA scene. Like I thought, Checky was playing it.
Indeed, he was.
Yeah.
Same with That's Admiral.
Yeah, they played the Leroy Zeus combo, and I saw a lot of games win by that, especially against Renolox is really strong because Renolog, you don't want to get him under 20 or 15 HP. And with the Leroy, you can burst him down from 20 till 0, especially with the double power overwhelming and the double Dark Battler.
Oh, so he's going for the Soulfire play. Let's see what he discards. Discards the Leroy. I don't think it's super bad, but yeah. I think like it's actually better to have the low tap than Leroy.
I'm really curious why he didn't play the lower tap, especially because he knew Dethelor still has the coin in hand, and turn 5 could be the coin challenger turn.
We can see the hands, but like this was such a good trade for him. Like it's such a good Argus as well when you get a value trade on one of those imps. So,
yeah, exactly. And if he plays the Mysterious Challenger here, it's only one minion. So if Astrogation just keeps going face and he has still 2 towns on the field, he will probably still can do a lot of damage before Dethelor is able to get the board.
Yeah, but this Mysterious Challenger isn't so strong because you've seen competitive Spirit being played, so it's like a secret you don't have to worry about. And you've seen like an Avenge and a Noble Sack, so.
And we see the power overwhelming pick up by Astrogation. He can probably trade the entire board, then power overwhelming one of his minions and kill off the challenger here.
Yeah, and still like develop a low tap.
Yeah, exactly. That's wow. So he gets the 5/5 minion, gets some small minions, and even clears the entire board of Dethelor. So Dethelor is a really bad spot here.
What would you PO here? Would you PO the imp, the 2-1, I guess?
Yeah, especially yeah. What else, by the way? What would you?
I don't know. Like it's just.
There's like, nothing else left, right?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious like to do.
Yeah, and he clears. So Dethelor only has the 4/3, and if he plays challenger now,
he gets boom now. So
yeah, but that's. I think it's one turn late because I think he's already almost dead if he plays boom, and challenge does nothing here because Dethelor already played all his secrets. So we will see what he.
Went to like. You go Knife Juggler, Keeper, because like Challenger doesn't pull anything, right?
No, exactly. What you can do here is trade the Creeper into the 2/3. That will spawn a 1/1. Then play Knife Juggler, and then Uldamon your 4/1 Creeper, and then you have 4 targets to kill. So
yeah, it's I think this is correct. Oh, you can.
Oh wow, Uldamon's the lower tap.
Okay.
Oh wow, and the juggle hits face here.
It's like really bad for him.
Yeah, that was the 4 and 6 that he could win here. The juggle.
Mortal Coil, Elven Archer is all pretty good here.
Yeah, and I think he will go for the Soulfire again, going for that burst.
Yeah, and it's also really good for board control.
Exactly. We will see what he. I think he will just spam his entire hand here.
Yeah, like you just trade away the Juggler and the Creeper.
Yeah, exactly. Go for the 2/1 into the Juggler.
Would you kill the Keeper? You could like. You could ignore it, or you could Soulfire it and develop another creature.
I think you just play the Egg and the Flame Imp here because the older one doesn't do anything. It's just a true 4 minion. You have 6 minions on the field. Okay. And he prefers.
So, yeah, he really wants board control. There's also no activators like not a bunch of activators left for the X. So
You still had a double PO, right? And here's Dr. Boom.
yeah, okay.
Can Astrogation clear this? He will tap first, I guess. Ooh. But the question is, do you trade here or do you just go face? I mean, if you go face here, you have like 9. You have 12 damage to the face, so
He's
you only
been
have to do
trading
6.
he's been trading the entire game though, but
Yeah,
he's decided to go face now.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah,
That's
probably
why
developing the egg was better, I think. Like especially
yeah, I think he should have developed the egg and the flame imp and maybe keep the soul fire to hit the face.
indeed, it's like if you're going for this line of play, but
Yeah,
he probably will end up picking the win though. Like depends on what these boombots hit.
if the boombot hits the lower tap, he still has a shot of winning this game.
Yeah, he needs to like either hit the low tap or the flame.
Or the flame imp, yes. Ooh, and it kills it. Wow, that's actually really good for Dethelor. You can kill the lower tap here. What he also can do, he can go face and go also face with True Silver.
Oh yeah,
For
this
11
is also
damage,
lethal.
it heals him for 2, and then you pressure lethal next turn. And Astrogation has to pick up 2 damage or he will lose. And also the 6 damage can't contest the Dr. Boom, so he can't clear that. Or what? Okay, so
That's
he goes.
weird. Maybe he wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah,
Or,
because
like,
this.
Is this setup? Oh
No,
yeah.
it doesn't. Only if he taps, but then not even, because he will probably trade away the Secret Keeper, so he will be 1 damage off lethal. Oh, and there's the Dr. Boom from Astrogation. So if he trades away the Secret Keeper here and goes face with the
Yeah, I
Creeper.
think so. Because like Balon has a bunch of like 4 damage buffs, so
Oh wow, and he picks up lethal here. What a top deck
Indeed.
by Dethelor.
no.
I still think it was a slight misplay by not going face
Well,
there.
it's hard to tell. Like we can see the opponent's hands and they can't, so it's
Yeah,
always
exactly, but Astrogation had no hand that turn, so he had no cards left, right? He has to top
Yeah.
deck the 2 damage. He had the 2. He had 2 power overwhelmings left in the deck, and maybe also 2 Doom Guards. So maybe he was thinking about that.
This means Astrogation's Warlock has been eliminated, and he has to, and Dethelor has to stick with his Paladin, his Secret Paladin.
Yeah, so it's 1-0 for Dethelor, and we're already going to the next match. So
Like another thing that could play part here is that it's I think 7 a.m. or something right now for Astrogation. So when you have to wake up at 7 a.m. to play a tournament. I think,
yeah, it's really hard. And we see the Freeze Mage pick up by Astrogation, and that's a really favorite matchup for Freeze against Paladin.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why you put Freeze Mage in your lineup is just to counter Paladin. Like to counter any Secret Paladin or any Reno or any type of Warlock actually.
Yeah, exactly. Also, it's good against Priest, of course, and
Yeah,
a little bit slower decks.
Free win almost versus Priest.
Yeah, and Dethelor has the Secret Keeper and the Redemption. Pretty good start. But I think he's looking for his big minions like the Challenger, of course, but also go maybe for Blessing of Kings and the Lower Tap. Lower Tap is a key card in this matchup.
Which you coin out the Scientist here and just combats the board. He's also playing the Novice Engineer version.
Yeah, I tested the version Astrogation, played a lot lately, and I think Novice Engineer is a little bit better than Loot Hoarder, just because you get the card directly instead of you get it the turn later. So if you need a card and you play Novice Engineer, you get the top deck instantly instead of you have to wait one more turn for that.
So do you prefer the Novice over Loot Hoarder?
Yeah, definitely. And you also want to play the Scientist as fast as possible. Because you don't want to draw your secrets, so you want the Mad Scientist popped as fast as possible.
Yeah, just want that thing to die and get the value out of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's so awkward when you draw your secrets after you played your Scientist.
You need. So you can just play out the Acolyte here, I think, from Astro's side. Iron Mikala is also pretty important. That's a pretty important tech card to put in versus Trees Mage. 'Cause
Yeah, you keep the owl for the Doomsayer. It's the only card you will play the owl on.
Yeah, indeed.
Because normally the Freeze Mage has only one time Frost Nova Doomsayer, or he has to be really lucky to have it twice. But I think saving the owl for Doomsayer is the winning play.
Okay, so you can play Keeper and trade in the Secret Keeper.
Yeah, I think this is a really nice play by Dethelor.
And Astro doesn't have, or doesn't right now have a board wipe or like freeze in his hands to deal with the board, so.
No, he has a really awkward hand. I think he has to go for the Blood Mage Stalnose and the Novice Engineer to generate some more card draw. But he could also choose to play Novice Engineer and Frostbolt the Secret Keeper. Because Secret Keeper can get out of hand really fast by playing 2 or 3 more secrets.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was the case. I think you would have done that before, like played a bunch of secrets before, instead of developing the muster. I think. But,
Yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah, we will see what Astrogation will decide. I think he can't leave the board the way it is because it will be too much damage, and he has to keep the Secret Keeper out of range. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Frostbolt to the Secret Keeper, and there's a secret, like I mentioned last last turn.
Yeah. Knife Juggler and Noble Sack is still pretty good, but.
Yeah, I think you should go for that. Noble Sack is oh wow.
Another important key card here in this matchup is Divine Favor. If Dethelor is running Divine Favor, like it really improves the matchup.
Yeah.
Now he needs to start top decking because he's running out of stuff.
And especially when the Astrogation picked up Blizzard with the Novice Engineer, so next turn is gonna be really sick turn for him.
Yeah, you because can just like easily draw here, and then just Blizzard everything away next turn.
Oh, and even the Doomsayer pick up here. Ooh, and the top deck Challenger on turn 6.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's a card. I think you trade away the Acolyte first, though. You don't want to hit juggles on the Acolyte, right?
No, definitely not. I think you trade the Knife Juggler into the Acolyte.
Oh, that's really smart. So.
But maybe you don't want to do that because you want to have space. Maybe you trade your 2 1/1s into it because if you play Challenger and you have a full board, and he Frost Nova's Doomsayers you can't play the Silence on a full board.
Oh right.
We see that misplay made a lot also in the winter prelims. When people played Zoo and have 7 minions on the board and couldn't play their Silence on the Doomsayer or something.
Yeah, that's a mistake that's quite commonly made, I think.
Yeah, you see it a lot. But Dethelor is a really experienced player, and he saw it already coming that he couldn't have the full board.
So he's only playing 4 secrets. He's not playing the Repentance because we saw the Redemption already. So.
Yeah, exactly. And I still think Redemption is pretty good in this matchup because when you have Redemption up, he can't play the Doomsayer because the Doomsayer will get 1 HP and you can easily kill it with one of your weapons or even with Consecration.
You could just silence here and push 7 damage to the face. Silence.
You have lethal here. Oh no, you have not. No, you're 2 damage off.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
I think you silence here. Or no. No, when you silence it makes well, you still set up for lethal the next turn, so
I think you just go for True Silver Champion, Hero Power, hit the face, and
well, if you silence your Challenger, it's like 10 damage to the face right now. With the True Silver in hand. So you have lethal next turn.
Yeah, that's true. But if you go for True Silver and hit the face and Hero Power, then Astrogation has to do multiple things in one turn. He has to play Ice Block and he has to freeze. That's not possible because he didn't have Frost Nova. At least Dethelor must know he doesn't have, because otherwise he would have played it already.
Right.
So we will see what Dethelor decides.
Yeah, this is quite a hard turn. Like Freeze Mage always makes you think. It's and he's going for the lethal setup next turn. I like your play as well. But
I still think this play is also really good because Astrogation is not able to play Frost Nova Doomsayer on this turn because he will be dead. So that's what I was thinking about that, I guess. So he doesn't need the owl anymore. Because if Astrogation plays the Doomsayer here, Astrogation lost.
yeah, he has to like freeze face and board here. It's always an awkward situation.
Yeah.
So
This is exactly what I said about Novice Engineer. Astrogation is looking for cards, and if he had Loot Hoarder instead of the Novice here, he wasn't able to draw an extra card, and now he is.
Yeah, it's really good. I wonder what he's looking for here. Like, is he looking for another Frost Nova? I think like Frost Nova.
You're definitely looking for some freeze cards.
So you definitely proc with your minions, right? You want to save that weapon charge.
Yeah, you want to save the weapon charge for sure, because if he goes for a freeze turn, you still have the weapon to kill him from 3 till 0. So that's what you're especially looking for.
Thinking about like if it's barrier, so like you hit with the owl though. If it's barrier, just kill him.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, makes sense to
always put him on 1. Get him as low as possible, and also the consecration can kill you now.
That's the second ice block. I mean, it's another stall.
Yeah, that was the card Astrogation also was looking for. And Dethelor has the pilots ready here, so
yeah,
even when
like dumping his hand here.
Yeah.
You could hold on to the mini bot, but there's not really like it doesn't really matter at this point.
No, I don't think there's a point by keeping the shielded mini bot.
So you can stall another turn with the ice block, but what then?
Yeah, what then? That's the big point here. You can Alex yourself. That's a possibility.
You still need to deal with that massive board.
I think you have to play if you want to do a winning play, you have to play Arcane Intellect.
You should play
into a freeze and then Ice Lance the face. Maybe something like that, and then Alex yourself. There's too much to do, man.
Well, he has like Arcane Intellect. He has 10 cards in hand, so.
Oh, okay, so that's not even possible. But you can play Ice Block first and then Arcane Intellect, right?
That leaves you like with 2 mana left, so.
Yeah, so I think this is pretty much game over for Astrogation.
The Doomsayer. Okay.
Doomsayer, yeah, there we go.
That's an out.
Oh, and now he does even 1 damage with the true silver charge.
Wow. Yeah, that will make the difference.
Yeah. And if Astrogation plays Hubot now, he gets punished by that.
Okay, so.
Yeah, this
Up
just
to Noble Sack as well.
Yeah, this should be game for Dethelor. He can proc the block here.
No, it's not game yet. I think you could like pick up Frost Nova here. If you pick up Frost Nova, you still have Frost Nova, Doomsayer, and you can Ice Lance his face. But then you... Oh, yeah.
And
because
then?
the boom now kills you. Yeah, but if there wasn't any boom...
Exactly. And now we
still been able to.
And now we see that Minibot was a bad play lesson because now he doesn't have space for the second Boombot.
Yeah, I guess so. Definitely want to. So he's looking for a freeze here.
Oh my.
He's also playing the double torch version and not playing Healbot.
Yeah, I think this is the version of Fibonacci that was playing on the winter prelims. Not sure if he also played the Murloc, but you saw a lot of... and also Crane played this version in the PGL with the double torch without Antonidas. Oh, and directly starting the last match.
Yeah, I think Asa just wants to play out this game.
Yeah, and we're up 2-0 now for Dethelor with Secret Paladin. And this is why you always bring Secret Paladin to a tournament.
Winning versus freeze mage is pretty impressive, or like it's pretty good for Secret Paladin. Like that's a matchup you usually don't want to queue into.
No, but the Dethelor had of course the Challenger top deck on 6, what probably won him the game. And we see Dethelor again with the Challenger, Boom and Tyrion, Dr. 6, Dr. 7, Dr. 8. But I think against Druid, you want your smaller minions instead of your big minions.
Because with the wild growth, they put out so much pressure in the start. Okay, gets the shield of mini bomb.
Yeah, but do you go for knife juggler or mini bot? I think you go for mini bot because turn
Yeah,
4 can be a keeper play,
indeed.
and as you
Like
can see in the hand of Astrogation, he has the keeper. So
wild grow, like you could wild growth here. Like with 2 7 drops in hand, I think it makes more sense to. Wait, so next turn you have 6 mana.
you
So you
can
could save wild growth for next turn if you don't have a play.
you can also go for wild growth, hero power, ping the shield, and the turn after that you have the keeper and hero power on
Okay.
on the turn 6. I
Okay.
think you can go for that line of play because maybe Dethelor is gonna play the knife juggler on turn 2, next turn.
You're probably
You-
thinking about muster or something. Like it's turn 3, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I like both plays actually. They pretty much do the same thing.
Yeah, at least, yeah, he's going for the wild growth here and the hero power. But is he pinging the shield? That's the question. I think he does, right? It's just only 1 damage to ping the
Yeah,
divine
sure.
shield, so you will make the trade always.
Just take it away. Play around kings. Oh, that's also pretty good.
Yeah,
You
that's an
keep it.
insane pickup by Dethelor because if Astrogation goes for Dr. Boom, you can just ultimate it and kill it off, and there's the punish.
Keepo.
And I think it's pretty well played by Astrogation, not playing the keeper on turn 4, because now you giving a tell to Dethelor, hey man, I don't have the keeper, otherwise I would have probably played it on turn 4.
Oh, and this is gonna be feeling pretty good for Astro. Just dropping a boom. Turn 7.
I'm not really sure if you play Boom here. You are already far ahead, so maybe you can just go for the card draw. And
It's turn 7, man. You play for
okay, that's true. That's true.
It's turn 7. Yeah, it's green, so you show it out.
Yeah, you have enough time to get the draws out next turn.
But
So.
Detler has a pretty solid answer here.
Oh, wait a sec. No, maybe he did that because he forces lethal with that because he has Innervate combo in hand.
Yeah, indeed.
So that would be with the boom bots and the boom and the Force Nage Savager would be lethal. But Detler had a really nice clear with the Older Man.
Yeah, it's quite a solid answer here.
Yeah, I think Olderman is one of the strongest cards that came out in the new expansion, of course.
I think you lore here, right, before you play Emperor.
I think you can just smash down Emperor here because you have the combo in hand, and you want to,
you hero power down the Secret Keeper.
yeah, you hit the Secret Keeper first with the hero
Okay.
power and then trade into the Boombot, so you have a bigger chance of hitting the Older Man. And we see Dethelor doesn't have a direct way of dealing with the and a 3 hit on the Older Man, so he can kill it off next turn with the hero power.
Yeah, or if he picks up a swipe. But those cards in Detler's hand are like looking really good. Like they have pretty much everything you want.
Yeah, so the next 4 turns are really sick for Dethelor. He can go
Yeah.
for the Doctor 6 now, and then
It's
for
like-
Boom. But he has to be really careful of that Emperor because it gets 2 turns now, and a 2 turns decreased combo is not something you want to face because you get double combos so fast. But he's on a really high life total, so he does have to be afraid that much though.
Yeah, and he can also coin out the Tyrion next turn, and you've seen like 1 keeper. So it's
And he picked up the Azure Drake here, but I still think you just go for the lore, draw 2 cards, and maybe you can even innervate the Drake afterwards.
yeah.
But maybe you want to hero power into the Noble Sack. So
I'm not sure. Like you might want to use your combo later to clear. So I don't see the point of proccing these two. I think you just draw here.
yeah, I think you just draw first, see what you get. Maybe you will even get a big game hunter out of it.
Well, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, especially when the Avenge will hit the challenger, what always happens. So
100%.
yeah, it's a 100% hit rate on the challenger. Ooh.
Dude, yeah, this makes it
He
He's
goes
going
for
for
more
the
card
Drake.
draw. Yeah.
Makes more sense with the force in hand, because you want more pieces on board to combo. Like
Yeah,
to
exactly. You want as many cards on the field as possible just to kill him in one turn.
this should make Dethelor feel pretty scared, because like there's 2 ticks and
Yeah. The 2 ticks with Emperor in the Druid hand is
yeah,
insanely strong.
especially like after you've seen like the lore.
Yeah, you have to be really afraid of double combo the entire game now. So,
So you clear the board here, but do you play the boom or do you coin out the Tyrion? I think that's the big question here.
I think you attack with the Ulamon into the Drake, clear the Emperor and just play boom. You still have the Noble Sec up. You're on pretty high life total, and you
Yeah.
can play Tyrion the turn after. You already saw one creeper, one keeper.
Like the low tap also blocks the combo turn, so
Yeah,
that's pretty key card there as well.
I think Dr. Boom gives way more pressure than a Tyrion.
Okay, well I like this as well because you've seen one keeper, like and doesn't make you super weak versus BGH, so like it's kind of like you want to think what you want to play around, I guess. If you want to play around BGH or second keeper.
It's not even that bad though, because Astrogation can use the hero power now to proc the Noble Sack and probably can only have one attack with lore. But next turn Dethelor can just play Boom and has 1 mana left for the second Noble
Yeah.
Sack. And he's proccing his combo just to clear here, I guess. That's ridiculous. So he lost his first winning condition.
Yeah, but if you can deal with all of the big creatures, you will most likely win this. So because your draws are pretty big.
Yeah, the draws of the Druid, of course, better than the Paladin, but Paladin still has the Boom and the lower tap in hand, so there's 2 turns coming of big minions, and Astrogation is putting all his resources in now. Wow.
So it's a pretty big Tyrone. You can clear everything here. Still push 7 damage to the face. So
Yeah, and you see Dethelor on 20 HP with 2 big minions on the field, so he still has to be afraid of the second combo still running into the in the deck. Oh, wait a second. People ask me to fill in the score. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice to do. I can do that for you guys. Give me a sec.
So Dethelor's sticking here like what he wants to play. Just probably drop down the boom and not play around second combo because you're most likely dead to it anyway.
Give me a second.
Swipe is pretty good here. It deals with all the boom bots and you can still kill the Dr. Boom.
Yeah, it's Astrogation, sir. Sorry, I was adding the
No
score.
problem, man.
Yeah.
Try to fill in the void.
Yeah. I think you can just trade into the boom and then play the swipe and still play Pilot Shredder. But
like, do you? You don't want to risk it, so you probably traded low tip first and just.
yeah, sure. You trade low tap first and take the boom bots to the face. Because Secret Paladin doesn't have that many burst. You don't have to be really afraid.
It's pretty scary though, because he has an Ashbringer out there. So. Oh, okay. Those are, well, above average boom bots.
Yeah, it's 5 damage. So.
It decides to go with the Shredder here just to get something sticky on board rather than it just getting killed by the Ashbringer.
Yeah, the Pilot Shredder is way better here because exactly the reason you said. Because the Ashbringer could just kill the Azure Drake and leaves you with nothing. And if he kills this Shredder here, yeah, you still have a minion on board. So he doesn't kill it, he just goes face.
I mean, like, low tap here is really powerful as well. If you
Yeah.
go low tap Shredder, like,
Yeah, Astrogation doesn't have a lot of clear left in his deck. He used a swipe, of course, last turn, so Dethelor doesn't have to be afraid of that, and especially with the lower tap.
Because like Jared doesn't have an easy way to like deal like that extra damage for free, like
No.
especially with low tap effects.
And maybe you even have to heal here with with the Aces of Lore.
I think so. Like you're taking 5 from face, so
Yeah. Oh, he has. Wow, that's so awkward to heal here.
do you trade Shredder into Shredder?
No, definitely not. You go face because you are ahead now on life total, and
Oh,
you have some outs here. Because if you draw the second Force of Nature, you win the game next turn with 1 minion left on the board. So this is the winning play.
You could play quite safe here, like Iron Beak the Shredder, play a Belcher, and like still develop everything else in your hand.
Yeah, especially you can just you owl the Shredder for sure, because when you trade your Shredder in his, he will not get a minion, and you will, and then you're ahead on board. And especially with the Belcher, protects you from the second Force. We'll probably seal the deal here. And also the Noble Sack is protecting him from one more attack.
It's pretty good actually.
Does he go face here, or does he trade?
Oh,
Oh, that's actually really well played by Dethelor. By leaving the...
low tap on 1 HP.
Yeah, but just ignore the lore, because you have the Noble Sack and the Belcher, of course. So there's no way Astrogation can deal with the Belcher and the Noble Sack and kill you afterwards.
Yeah, you definitely just like ignore the lore. Like it sucks if he has like second combo, but like it would have killed you by now anyway. So he had to top deck it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he goes for Wrath for 1 damage, yeah, just to draw a card, see if he can get something. And this doesn't do anything.
So now you know it's not Avenge, so like this is most likely Noble Sacrifice. Doomsayer still on out here? Or, like, you could Azure Drake Living Roots for the Doom.
Okay, and there we go, Azure Drake. And there's the Shade, and this is...
Yeah, you have to Living Roots.
Yeah, he can for Living Roots and then go for the Doomsayer. Let's see if that happens. Have a little bit of an overlay bug, yeah, there's
Oh,
gone.
he's still alive, but...
Is he?
Oh, he's at 6 now.
Oh, he has 7. Yes, 8 on board. Yeah, he's dead. And
Oh no, he didn't attack with the hero power first. I
No.
was thinking like he would check for Noble Sack.
And that is a 3-0 sweep by Dethelor.
Yeah, indeed. Secret Paladin doing Secret Paladin things, I guess.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
really nice